Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hello?
stream.
Please no.
Thank you. Hello? Did you
Sorry.
punch your mic again? No, why? Everything's fine. I haven't punched my mic, I haven't muted my mic. It seems like Zoom hasn't taken my mic away from me. Hey! Welcome everybody, welcome to another episode of The Road to Arlathan. We're on episode 13 apparently. I have no memory of this place. I remember that Neve is in bed with his childhood friend and adopted daughter, unofficial, but that's all I remember. I can't remember where we're going. So
I have lots of notes.
I'm glad somebody
I have
takes notes.
Certain mistake.
Hashtag not the note taker. That's me. Right, so just the only announcement that I really have today is just the same as always. We'll do our Crack and Dice giveaway during the break. So whenever we take our break, that's when the giveaway will be. By the way, guys, if you're unfamiliar, I have a promo code.
Giveaway.
That's
What
right.
is that?
It's, well, let me tell you, we have been sponsored by crackendice.com. Why don't you go on over to crackendice.com and have a look at their wares? I have a promo code. It's right over there. It's Fadewalker. 10% off of literally everything in their store. They do everything from dice to dice trays to apparel to maps if you're a DM. Fucking hell, why don't you go and have a look? crackendice.com. Code Fadewalker. 10% off of literally everything, guys. It's fucking insane. And that's for 5 uses. Everything. And you can do it for 5 orders, not 5 things. No. You can have like a full order, use it 1 time. Another full order, use it another time. 5 times. Hell yeah. Fucking hell, it's too hot. I'm exhausted. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But without much more further ado, I'm going to hand over to our DM down yonder who will take it
Let's
from
get
here.
started.
Let's get
Happy birthday
started.
to Lee and Bree.
Hello.
That's right. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've Callie gave me a replacement for Clay and Nick in our little character slideshow. So look out for your characters as they come round, because it's Lay's birthday has just passed and it's Bree's birthday today, so it's a happy birthday kind of stream. Ay.
Ooh.
Naka.
So last time on Road to Arlathan,
Bum, bum,
fully
bum.
prepared this time. With Neva finally safe, the party was able to focus on other matters. Dirthaman spoke with Delia and gifted the mirror to her along with the title of Secret Keeper. He revealed the secret to her with the promise of more to come. Going back to the fork in the road, the party discovered the remains of a Dalish camp that Diani believes she saw in the mirror. Hopeful that it's one of those days. Hopeful that her surviving clan members are among them. Upon returning to Antiva City and picking up that's supposed to say Nye along the way.
Nye.
Clay found a familiar face, his basically adoptive father, Dr. Cornelius Hawkins. The doctor revealed that a plague had struck Kirkwall. No ships were reaching the city and many people were dying.
Oh yeah.
Bringing Cornelius along with them, the party returned to the Inquisition safe house and Neva was returned to her mother. Before separating for the evening, the party gathered to question Neve's brother, learning of Tamrin's aspiration of rising to godhood. Nick received a letter from a fellow crow telling her to come to Denerim, where the orphanage is that she grew up in. Ashara also received a summons to Skyhold to discuss the situation with the Inquisitor. Tired from the multiple rescue missions of the day, because the ship and the temple both occurred in the same day, remember, the party finally went to bed with plans to set sail for Denerim in the morning. That is not how you spell Denerim. So yeah, Diani rolled really high in stealth and wandered off on her own. I think everyone else is on their own. I don't know if anyone's cuddling other than
Me.
Neve and Linnea.
I'm with Bronwyn.
To be
Playing
fair,
Bronwyn. Cuddling.
To be fair, I would be probably sleeping with Neva on my chest if she would let me. So
He would probably let you.
that's probably what I'm going to do. Bare chested, just like a little infant sleeping on me. Haven't forced myself to lie on my back. I can't sleep that way, but I'll do it for her.
Alrighty, so it's the next morning. You all wake up. Well, Clay and Bronwyn wake up to discover that Diani's not with them. But all of you wake up to this sweet, delicious smell wafting through the air. I assume y'all kind of get up at some point. Yeah, are you guys
Panicking? Yeah,
panicking?
definitely.
Panic is good.
Panicking a lot. Where the fuck did Gianna go?
I'm gonna like look at Clay and be like,
We're the wife.
did you see her leave?
I did not.
So I'm gonna get up and immediately like start walking around the
Oh.
base looking for her.
So, is everyone kind of up and making their way out of their rooms?
I'm
Yeah,
in the library where I told you in
Okay,
chat
yep.
that that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm not dropping edamame everywhere.
So those of you
Celia's
who
going to follow the smell.
Those of you
Five-cent
who
rule.
follow the smell, you head out into that main dining area where y'all kind of convene. There are just heaps of food on this table. Fruits, pastries, eggs, toast, anything you could possibly want for breakfast. There's a few scouts sitting at the table eating. And you do see Diani sitting at the table. A door swings open, and you hear voice. I'm trying to get this.
Oh, you talking? You talking about?
Don't you know? There
Don't
we
you
go.
know?
Oh, good, you're
Talking
awake.
about the family.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
You
Hate this
see
woman.
Greta enter the room carrying a large bowl that is filled with this fluffy mixture that looks like it might have apples in it.
Fucking hell! Of course, she made Snicker salad.
She's wearing very simple clothes and an apron that's kind of messy. You wouldn't be able to tell that she's a Grey Warden just by looking at her. But she is closely followed by Oscar, who he's still kind of in his Grey Warden gear, minus like the bulky stuff. The cat just fell off the bed.
I did not push her.
You totally pushed her.
I did not.
Anyways, his hair's kind of pulled back off his face. He's covered in flour. There's like a smear of pancake batter on his cheek. He's definitely not used to being in the kitchen. And they both come out and set more food on this table that's already overflowing with food.
We love that boy.
Delia will load up whatever plate is there and then probably move towards like the far side of the table.
All right.
I'm gonna go sit next to Diani. Be like,
Same.
hey, you okay?
Fine. Just woke up early.
Okay. I'm gonna start getting some foods.
Greta wanders over to you, Bronwyn. And she sets the big bowl of the fluffy mixture in front of you and
Of course.
scoops up a big heaping spoonful onto your plate.
I'm gonna eat it.
It is phenomenal,
It
I will
is.
say. And she kind of sits down next to you and she's like, oh, we just had to do something for you all, since you helped us out and, saved Oscar's life and all that. And she's got like a tear in her eye and she's sniffling a little bit.
Which I love because
It's good.
left
It's
behind. That it was Ashara and Neve. So when
Yeah.
Ashara and Neve turn up, that's not going to be as friendly, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, she turns to you, Clay, and she's like, Oscar's just been going on and on about how you saved his life, and it's just so sweet that you were there for him when he needed you.
Is blushing.
I am like going to like snort while I'm eating when I do that.
Oscar's also standing, not like directly next to Greta, but like further down the table, and his face is just beet red.
Oh.
He's trying to like hide.
Clay is going to kind of glance at Diani to make sure that she seems fine. But if he, I'm gonna actually roll really quickly. Oh, I did get an 18. Does Clay realize if anything happened there? Let me see what my insight is.
Oh wait, I want to roll.
Roll insight.
Roll
Let
insight.
me roll.
Oh no.
I rolled a natural 20.
Of course you
Hold
did.
on. Let me see what my insight is.
Sebastian, pull your mic
I
just
think I
away
have pretty
slightly.
high insight. I've got a lot of insight.
Sebastian, just pull your mic away slightly from your face. You don't need it that close to your mouth. Perfect.
I was drinking, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I got a 9, so clearly I am distracted by the food.
22. I got a 22.
You beat me. I don't have anything in deception at all.
Audio is
So
perfect.
She's
But,
lying. Well, she's not lying. She did wake up early, but
but she's not okay.
yeah.
Cool. Clay is going to. Does Diani have food in front of her already? Clay's just gonna grab a couple of things for himself, and then he's going to sit next to her and just be like, "What happened last night?" We're going straight into it.
I mean, what do you mean?
I didn't catch what you said.
What do you mean?
Oh, just doesn't look like you slept very well. Did you have a nightmare or something like that? Is that why you're up this morning?
Yeah, something like that. I just had a hard time sleeping. I got up and took a walk, that's all. And then I came down and Greta was already
At it.
Why?
He's it's like, if you're not sleeping well, you can just wake me up and I can like talk to you about stuff and maybe help distract you, or you don't have to suffer alone if you're not doing well. That's why Bronwyn and I were there last night.
Yeah, well,
Face with Snicker salad.
I'm gonna fill up. I'm like gonna fill up. Walk up and fill up my plate of food. And to Diani in Dalish, I'm going to say in Dalish, if you want to talk about it later, by all means, we can discuss it in private.
You're so welcome.
She will kind of glance at Ashara and then give like just a little nod and then clear her throat and go back to Clay and shake her head and be like, well, you need a lot more sleep than I do, and I just didn't want to wake you up. It's okay, I'm fine.
Don't have to worry about that. If you're not sleeping well, I'd rather talk to you about it than wake up without you. It just worried me a little.
I'm sorry. I'll leave a
Okay.
note next time.
He smiles and because I don't know anything else about the situation, he says thank you, and he kind of like nudges. Sorry, he kind of nudges her shoulder with his, and then goes to his plate. Chomp, 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 chomp.
Yanni eating. Like actually eating.
Actually
like
eating,
she's
or
eating her food.
She's eating.
Okay.
She's not eating quite as fast as Bronwyn is. But she's eating.
Bronwyn is just gonna like get another scoop and put it on Diani's plate.
Delia, what are you doing as this is going down?
Delia is eating and keeping to herself.
Where is Nick?
I'll probably go sit by Delia.
And
I mean-
Neve?
I'm in
Are
bed.
you even here?
No.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time sleeping in. Do you want me to wake up? I'll wake up, right.
He deserves to sleep in.
He sure fucking does.
He's sleeping.
All a week.
He's at the end of his arc. He's still alive. Everyone who he wanted to still be alive is still alive. Got his ship back. He's got a beautiful baby on his chest. He's having a great time.
Aww.
However, when he does wake up, I think what he might do, I don't know, it's his style just to be like the milk tray man, like put baby down, don't wake anyone, put boots back on, get dressed, leave note, leave a little rabbit calling card on the bed. But I don't think that's what he's going to do. I think instead, he'll take Neva, because he sees the time's getting on and he's wondering, like, maybe he should probably go and meet them because they know that they're going to start heading towards Denerim. So he'll, like, roll Neva over and put her up against her mum. And, I don't know, maybe kiss Linnea on her forehead and see if that wakes her up. Or see if just, like, the getting out of bed motion wakes her up.
It does not wake her up.
Cool. Right, well, I'll get up. I'll get dressed. I'll get ready. I'll make sure I haven't left anything. And, I'll gently and quietly wake her up so as not to wake up Neva. I'll just, like, kind of shake her shoulder a little bit. And I'll just say to her, I have to go.
Well, where are you going?
Apparently we are going to Denerim.
What's in Denerim?
I
It's not her work.
I have no idea, but they want to go and, I can't remember. I genuinely have no memory of last night except for having one of the best night's sleeps that I have had in a long time. But
She smiles as she looks up at you and places her hand on your cheek, and she's like, "Do you have to go?"
no. But it's the... He kind of, like, laughs. He can't believe he's going to say this. But it's the right thing to do.
Cute. Well, I'm glad that's the standpoint you're taking on it, and not going off to a life of piracy.
Don't get me wrong, piracy might happen along the way, but for the time being, it's going to be the right thing to do. I think is going to be the motivation for this. He's going to stand up straight, and he's going to reach into his chest pocket and pull out one of his little rabbit calling cards, and he's going to leave it on his side of the bed on the pillow, and he's just going to say, just in case I have to lay low, or just in case I have to look for the rabbit. If I send a letter, it will have the rabbit on it.
It's a very badly drawn rabbit.
The shit, crude, horrible, blocky kind of rabbit, yeah.
She looks at it and she says, "Right, rabbit."
Black Rabbit. I'm thinking about renaming... Well, I was thinking about renaming the ship to the Black Rabbit, but... now I'm not so sure. Those elven gods nearly took my family from me, or at least one member of my family from me. There was a real chance that my brother may have died. I will be careful from here on out. And if at any point it seems like these elven gods do not have what's the common word? He's going to turn to Antivan and he's going to say, why were we speaking in common anyway? We should be speaking in Antivan. It's our native language. I don't understand why we're doing this. So in Antivan, he's going to say, if their intentions are not pure, because I imagine that when he's speaking Antivan, he doesn't have an accent because he's speaking Antivan. So if their intentions are not pure and they don't have our interests in mind, then I'm out. I'm bailing. I'm coming back home. Family's more important to me.
She nods and says, "Are you sure this is the right path?
No.
Are you sure that they're not the bad guys here?"
No. But if they turn out to be the bad guys, I will kill them. And I will come home.
And if they get you first?
They won't. But if they do, then tell Nye he's the captain of the Raven. But don't tell him beforehand.
Oh no, his head would be too big.
Yeah,
He
don't
said
do
it.
that.
Aw.
I will send back presents whenever I can. Anything that I steal, you will get a portion for Niva, just so long as sending it to you does not endanger you in any way.
I do not see why it would. We're supposedly safe now.
Supposedly safe, but never truly safe.
But the Inquisition will keep an eye on us for a while. Until they calm down.
Hopefully. I'll send something back for Niva.
She would like that.
Then it is done. Alright, I will go. Stay safe. I'll be back at some point, I'm sure. I can feel how fucking awkward he is. He's just kind of like, right, okay, what is the correct exit strategy? Just like, leave.
She sits up in bed and says, "Will I see you again before you leave?"
When will I see you again? Would you like to?
Well, of course.
Then I will stop by on the way to the ship. How about that?
Alright.
Okay.
She gets up and goes to start getting Niva ready for the day.
I'll head towards the Inquisition place, just kind of like the whole time he's outside. As soon as he closes the door behind him and he's outside, and he's just kind of like, who am I? What's going on? He's going to start walking to this place, and the whole time he's walking, he's just going to be lost in his head. Like, did I do that right? Did I say something? Wait, why am I worried? I've never been worried about this kind of thing before. Why does it matter? It does matter, though. I did something really stupid last night. Perhaps I should have apologized for that. I should have apologized for that. Damn it, okay. No, it's fine. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And I'll make my way to the... whatever the fuck it is. What, like a mansion?
The safe house.
Yeah.
So yeah, you head in. You smell the food.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll walk a little bit faster.
Walk in and you see Clay and Bronwyn and Ashara huddled around Diani. You see Nick and Delia sitting off to the side. A few Inquisition scouts sitting there. You see Greta and Oscar just kind of talking to each other.
I don't even try to hide that reaction. I walk in and then I'm just like scanning, making sure my eye patch is straight, and then runs over. Well, I don't run over. I just casually glide over to Delia and Nick and just sit down at like the rogue table and just be like pulling food over. Like, when did they get here? Why are they here?
I don't know. We just woke up and they were here.
Fuck.
All the food is here too, though.
Greta comes over with her big bowl. And she's like, "Oh, you have to try my salad," and she scoops a big old spoonful onto each of your plates.
Neve just waits.
What is it?
Don't engage.
It's my apple salad.
I do like apple.
Apples.
All right.
Yeah.
Out of character. What is it?
Snicker apple salad.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Bull Whip and Snickers and apples.
All like
and...
chopped up. And
Does it look horrible?
It looks like whipped cream, but you can kind of see that there are chunks of other things inside.
Oh
of
yeah.
It's not a
Okay.
salad.
Yeah.
Y'all are not allowed at the cookout.
Ashara is just like scraping it as far to the edge of the plate as she can, like with an absolute look of disgust.
Like that episode of Friends with the meat trifle.
Yeah, it just.
Ronman's like eating it, like, he's good, guys. It's good.
It tastes like feet.
Ilya will set her whole plate aside and go get another plate, replacing everything else that she had on that plate.
Oh, I'm so privileged.
Not until you try it, Theory.
I can imagine Neve with like sitting almost kind of like this with these elbows on the table, just squat down like a child, like. The fuck is this?
In Dalish, I'm just thinking, like, what is wrong with people?
I don't speak Dalish.
I know, but Diani does.
no.
She'll hear what I mutter under my breath.
No, I would love to contribute. I was saying that to myself. I would love to contribute to that, but I can't. I don't know Elvhen.
And then Teve and Clay's gonna whisper across to Neve, like, she's really enthusiastic.
And then in Teven, he will answer back, she's really fucking annoying.
Clay's like hiding behind his forehead.
I'm just gonna be like, what? And all these languages she doesn't understand. She gotta fill up when she can.
Ilya will lean over to Neve, also in Antivan, and say seconded about Greta being annoying.
You can see the cogs in Neve's brain turning as he makes a mental note that you can speak Antivan.
I was gonna say, Clay didn't know that you could speak Antivan either.
She's never used it, but it is listed in her languages, so.
Oh, I feel left out.
Missing,
I don't understand either.
Clay says that thieves can't.
Oh wait, all the rogues understand. Oh my god, yeah, so just in Thieves can. It's just like, because it's just a series of like gestures. We just like Thieves can't things like Greta is fucking annoying. Get this fucking salad off my plate.
The air quotes were actually there in the thieves' can when you did.
Just making it up as I go along, but everybody understands it.
Y'all are doing that. You noticed, I think it was 4 of them. You noticed 4 crows walk into the room, and they take a seat at the table.
Clay is again hiding his food.
Yeah, Neve doesn't like Antivan crows, apart from Nick, obviously. Very, very big exception.
These are the same crows that
Out in the water.
Oh.
the combat. It's those crows, the nublatos.
They basically fell, 2 of them fell into the water, and then the other 2 helped them out of the water, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sit down and start eating, filling their plates. They are just in love with this salad. They're just like, their plate is mostly salad.
Of course.
Whichever one is nearest to me, I'm just scraping mine. There's not even saying anything. Just whoever nearest one is like,
very enthusiastically thanking you.
Sees nothing wrong with this.
So one you notice can't seem to keep his eyes off of Clay.
Clay is going to leave the table.
He gets up and follows.
No, I'm going and talking to Oscar.
Okay.
He sees you go to Oscar, and then he's like, it's his fight out.
Clay is like, as the nublatos come in, he finishes his plate and he looks around for a place to put it and then just leaves it. And as the nublatos come over and he sees that the other one's staring at him, he's just like, cool, act natural. And he goes and talks to Oscar.
Neve is intrigued.
Oscar is very flustered when you come up to him.
Yeah, as Clay comes up to him,
blushing without any words happening between you two.
No, as Clay comes up to him, he comes up and he's like, so, Andraste, huh?
I mean, it's like I had a head injury. Not that you're not a beautiful person, but
Smooth.
he's panicking.
Yeah.
Because you are, but like, I mean, you say things when you're hurt. Not that that would change that you're an attractive person.
Clay
but,
just like puts a hand on his shoulder. And he's
Can we
like,
all hear this conversation?
"Alright."
Oh yeah.
Cool,
Just
cool,
sitting
cool.
here eating my eggs, like
We're just laughing to ourselves over in the corner, making fun of them, throwing shit at them.
Yeah, fucking beans!
Fucking
Pew, pew. It's just like pew, 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 pew. Missing them every single
Might as well
time.
use the salad for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys roll? Hey, can you guys roll for throwing things at him?
Sure, sure.
Absolutely.
How you
What's
doing?
your AC, Clay?
Oh, for fuck's sake. My AC is 13.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, I have a 15. I hit.
I hit.
17 on the dice.
I
Okay,
hit.
Clay's getting fucking pelted.
No, not. It's not going. It's just going to be like little dink, 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 dink.
You rolled a nat 20.
Little beans. That one goes right in the
It
eye.
lands in his ear.
Yeah.
All of this is happening, and Clay like puts his hand on Oscar's shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to get out of here?"
His face goes even redder than it was.
And then as
And he
soon as
just
he's like, "Let's live a
He's
little
gonna do one of
more."
those like hiss whispers. It's like, you deserve better than that, guy Cameron.
Nodding and pointing at Delia.
As Oscar starts to get up, he's
deserve
Clay's gonna say, "Live a little, Warden," and start to leave him out of the hall.
Shara just whistles after you two. Like that. Woo!
Nice.
so yeah, to go off into a room, and we'll leave it at that.
Fade to black.
Yeah, baby.
That's gross. I'm gonna. Neve,
Did Neve say that? That's gross.
that's gross.
I'm
That's,
like,
Like,
Neve, don't you go to brothels all the time?
Clay doesn't need a brothel to have fun.
I did drop an edamame. There he is, the wee bastard. Come here.
To the brothel point, it's like, yeah, but we don't know them, so it's okay. Like, it's not. It's gross when it's people you know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Neve doesn't make a comment about the brothel.
Shara gets a confused look at Delia saying that as well.
Yeah, Nick's very confused. Especially because she knows people at brothels. She's like, but I know everyone there.
Neve's gonna change the subject and kind of lean into the crows and just be like, "So, are you coming to Denerim with us, or is this where we part ways? Are you working for the Inquisition? Like, why are you here again? I cannot remember."
We are here at the request of Miss Diabetes. And he kind of nods over towards Nick.
That's your name?
Kind of. They didn't say it right. But yeah, that's it.
Say it right for me.
Yeah. You know, it's close enough. It's what they said.
Cool, cool, cool. Picking edamame out of his teeth. So, are you going to stay here? You're not coming with us, are you?
No, we would never leave Antiva.
Wonderful.
Cool. Never see you again.
Yes, that's wonderful. The Antivan Crows wouldn't have any interest in our party now, would they?
We have an interest in Miss Nicolosa, but
I mean,
Oh, damn. Good job.
smooth, my friend, smooth.
yeah, she's a crow.
Yes, I
Why
know.
would we not?
That's like saying you have an interest in yourself. Antivan Crows are very strange. This is why I never became one.
Interest than I am talking about.
This is why I'm not. This is why I never joined the Crows.
I'm sure that's not the only reason.
No.
Nick burst out laughing at that.
No, that was the main reason
Like, hey,
I never joined the crows. No. You're all a bunch of incredibly strange people. So,
Coming from the pirates with one eye.
yeah.
Hey, pirate with one eye, that's fitting.
Yeah, you want me to tell you how I lost this eye, little squishy crow?
Not particularly.
Do you want me to tell you how many crows it took me to get to this point?
Okay, how about crows? Y'all come with me. I'll walk you out. Let's go.
Guy's an ass.
And one's like shoveling his face, and then the two girls are like, and then the one that was talking is like, but.
I grab him by his shirt collar and I drag that one out as we go.
He's like struggling trying to fight you, but he's like barely even trying.
Alright, so yeah, I walked them out to the door, and before they leave, I grabbed the one who was looking at Clay. And I'm like, how do you know Clay?
How do you know him?
Well, I'm kind of traveling with, it's a whole thing, there's the group of us, I'm kind of in it, he's also in it, so it's like, by association, we know each other.
Do you happen to know if he has, I'm not sure if I want to go that way. Do you happen to know if he has ever spent time in Antiva in his youth?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard him speak Antivan a few times, but other than that, I haven't bothered to ask.
I see.
Is there something I need to know?
I do not know. I just know that someone has stolen something from me. Whether or not it is him, I am unsure.
Oh.
Face.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that for you.
Thank you. You know where to find me. I never left quarters.
I can tell. I'm gonna give him a pat on the back and push him out the door and close it.
He stumbles and falls on his ass.
When I finish eating, I'm going to look at Diani and say, clearly you don't want to talk about it, so let me know if you change your mind. And then I'm going to let out this huge belch and get up and go talk to the scout in charge of mail.
Like a true dwarf. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Respect.
I just remembered something I was supposed to do.
Ah, yes.
It's fine. Let me just read what you sent me. Because I don't remember what it was about. So yeah, there's a mailroom. There's like ravens and such. It's higher up in the mansion. There it is. There's just one scout in there. He looks up at you, or I guess straight ahead at you because he's sitting down. He says, how may I help you?
I was just wondering if you received any correspondence from the Grey Wardens.
We did. Let me find it. He goes and kind of like scrambles around looking. He says, are you Warden Branwen?
Yes. Ron?
Yes. Disdain.
He nods and hands you a letter. Do you want to like read it out loud, or should I just like type up something for you later?
You could just send me something later.
Cool, because like I have an idea of what I want to do, but
yeah, you just send me something later.
Yeah, I'm
Cool,
great.
thank you. And gonna leave.
All right. I got excited. The computer finally loaded. It's still going. All right. So yeah, y'all have the day in Antiva City to prepare for your trip to Denerin. What do y'all want to do?
When I was still in the dining hall, did I sleep on the inside?
Yes.
Okay.
He was sitting eating.
So after Oscar and I part, I'm gonna go looking for him.
Okay. You find him in the library.
Okay. He's going to just walk up to him and be like, "Did you get to talk to the Inquisition leader?" Still cannot remember her name. He knows it. Starts with an L. Does not know what it is.
Does you or Clay talk?
Clay. No, it's Clay.
Okay. Cornelius nods. He says, "Yes, I did. She's not very helpful, but she promised she's trying. She didn't have much for me, unfortunately."
I heard that the ships aren't even being allowed in. Do you know anything about that? Is there...
I don't know. I don't know what goes on beyond the harbor.
Did they have anything that they could use to help you that you could take back, or...?
They're trying to procure at least some of the ingredients that I needed. But I don't know if they'll be able to find any, if all. All, if any.
As he says that, he's like, "I'm leaving
Leaving? What do you mean?
with my party. We're
You're
moving
going
on."
to Kirkwall? Or
No, we're
where are
going
you
to-
going?
we are following. There was a letter sent to one of the party members, and we are going to follow up on it, and then we're continuing on our quest.
What is this quest exactly? How do you know these people? They're quite an interesting bunch.
Oh my gosh, are we sitting at a table?
Yeah, he's like standing at the table leaning over a book.
He's like, there's a fox. I was led to this group by a fox. There was this really hot guy who said that I was a chosen one. I don't know if I've been on drugs. I don't know if there is something in the air, but I am part of this group now. And we are interacting with things that I have never seen before. I've heard similar things from the Templars, but none of it makes sense.
You're right.
Yes.
It does not make any sense. A
But-
fox.
A fox. But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We are supposedly saving the world.
Uh-huh.
There are people in my group that know the people that we are working with, that
Like personally?
yes,
Is this like a sort of
close-
mini Inquisition type thing, or what are we talking about?
Yes, it is. It's sort of like a mini Inquisition thing.
I see.
And we are trying to... We're stopping a man
A man.
who is also a wolf.
Man-wolf. Wolfman?
We're
Werewolf.
not sure.
Werewolf.
Maybe a werewolf. I'm not sure yet. But I honestly, when I came into this group, I didn't know what the hell is going on or who the hell all
It
these
doesn't
people
seem
were.
like you do now.
But maybe I don't know what's going on. That's still a little
You
cloudy.
rarely know what's going on.
Hey, are you talking to Clay or are you talking to me?
Yes.
But this group that I'm with, I mean, they stand up for me when things are going bad, and I want to be there with them. And I think they want me to be there as well. So I'm going to help them. I'm going to continue helping them as best I can, whatever it's worth.
Well, your task does sound like a noble one, and that was always one of your best traits.
He dives around the table and hugs him right around the waist and he says, "Thank you.
Pats him on the back.
Thank you. And he says, what's her name again? Ella?
Mhm.
He says, say hi to Ella to me, or for me. I think that everything will go well in Kirkwall, and I will be checking in when we can. We're going to be passing by at some points, I think, and we might be able to try and bring things. I'll be looking for herbs and things that you might need if you give me a list.
I can do that, yes.
Okay.
When do you leave?
Today.
Right, I will have to sort my research to do that. That's fine.
I'll visit you before we go to the ship.
Alright. Do you happen to know when you're leaving? This afternoon? This evening?
When are we leaving? I don't know. Whenever we're leaving, I
Whenever
say
you're
it.
leaving. Okay. One more thing. Keep an eye out for Will. I don't know what business he's into with the coterie, but
Didn't I tell him that he's looking at things?
yeah.
Okay. He knows. Okay. He nods. He's like,
If anyone can change his mind, it's you.
the last time I saw him, it was strange, Cornelius. I don't think he knew me.
What does he mean?
He
You two
acted
were
like he didn't
inseparable.
recognize me. I don't know what it meant. I don't know if he is hiding me, like if he's pretending not to know me so that the other person that he's with doesn't find me. I don't know if he's, I don't know. I'll look for him. I'll keep an eye out for him. And I'll write you if I find him.
Send him home if you can.
I'll send him home if I can.
Not that it's the greatest place, but you can at least stay at your old place until things settle down.
Mm-hmm.
He clears his throat and nods and says, well, sounds like we both have a lot of work to do. I will see you before you leave.
I'll see you then.
He squeezes your shoulder and then goes back to work.
I think Clay would go and try and find Bronwyn or Diani or Nick.
Where are you going?
Okay.
We know two are probably together.
What is everybody else up to right now?
Yeah.
That'll help.
I'll say Nick's looking for Clay.
Yanni is actually gonna talk to Shara. So
Okay.
Cute.
No, let's do that.
I'm so excited.
Are we talking at the table, or are you kind of doing the little head nod, let's talk somewhere else kind of thing?
I think that she would have followed Ashara out wherever Ashara left the
Okay.
room, especially because both Clay and Bronwyn left. So
Yeah, then I would have probably gone back to my room because I had been arranging some things for people.
yeah, so you had a duckling
Yeah,
following
okay.
you.
Once we're both inside the room, I am going to shut the door, and then I am going to stuff the blanket under the crack of the door to make sure that like as little sound as possible can get out, just in case there are prying ears. And I will conduct the entire conversation in Dalish with you as a double fail-safe, and just be like, do you want to talk about it?
She's like visibly nervous and kind of picking at the end of her braid. But she also responds in Dalish and asks, you said that you had met Fen'Harel. Yes.
Yes. He was
What?
part of the Inquisition.
What was he like?
I mean, he and I personally didn't get along. He considered the Dalish more like children. But if you're asking, was he cruel or unkind? No, he was a decent person. Like we just didn't get along well. I don't get along well with a lot of people, but as a person, I hate to say it, but he wasn't bad. I mean,
You just say it.
it's I know he's supposed to be the enemy, but if you're asking, was he like cruel to people? No, he wasn't. A little arrogant, because he thought he knew everything, and I don't know.
Arrogant, kind of an asshole. He had a bald head, so it was kind of.
I mean,
Sexy. He was sexy. Leave him alone.
In this house, we love and respect the egg.
why do you ask?
I've been thinking about the mirror and what I was seeing, and if my family's with him, I guess I want to make sure that they aren't in danger.
I don't think he would put them in danger. I can't say for sure. Are you thinking about going after them?
Not yet. There's too much to do. But maybe eventually. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to know what your thoughts on his character were, because I trust you, and
He wants to make things better for the elves, so I can't see him hurting them. Now, I don't know who your family members are that survived. Like, I mean, we know that he's obviously asking them to work with him, for him. Cameron is evidence of that in a bad sort of way, but Cameron also seemed to be power hungry and wanted to be more than just a mere soldier, or a scout or whatever. So I can't see, like, his whole spiel is that, he's not going to force someone to do something. So I don't think he would force them into danger, other than, just the danger that is being near him.
okay. Thank you. In the visions, he spoken to me before, and I just wanted to know your thoughts, I guess.
Are you still going to try and look in the mirror?
I I have been told that it's not a good idea.
Well, by the human?
Disdain.
I don't think I could get it away from her, even if I tried.
Well, the human has to sleep at some point. And I'm not saying we steal it from her completely. We can know that, obviously. But there are things that I've been seeing in the mirror that I want to know more. And I know that maybe it's not always completely accurate, but we've known that the mirror is not completely false either. And all I'm saying is that she has to sleep at some point, and we might be able to sneak it away for a peek at some point.
I love the. Gotta sleep at some point.
Humans don't do a trance, have to actually sleep
We don't
that
have
full
to
8
try
hours.
immediately while her guard is up, but I'm just saying. In the meantime, we can always see if anyone, I can always send a message to the keeper. We have the symbol of the plan that your family walked away with. And I don't know the symbol, but my keeper might. And if she doesn't, she could always try a network. If anyone has seen them, we can try and find any information.
I know they're alive now, and we'll find them, and I believe that. I was curious on your thoughts, and I guess whether or not I should believe the things that were said to me.
I don't remember if Ashara was in the room with the conversation about not looking in the mirror.
I don't think
No.
so.
I don't
The
think
most recent
so.
one with
No.
Celia, I think, was just
Okay.
Deani and Delia.
Yeah, it was just the two of them.
If I'm not prying, what was said to you?
So, fair warning, I absolutely meant Solas in that case, but
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Go ahead. Do you specify that it was Solas that said it to you?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
If you mean about the mirror, Delia doesn't think that it's a good idea to continue to look in it right now. And I told her that I respected that. But I was more wondering about whether or not you would trust Fen'Harel's word over.
What did Fen'Harel say something specifically to you? She does not look like she's judging you. She's genuinely curious.
He has told me a couple times to come find them and to join them, and that it might be a better path for me. Sorry, I'm just watching him.
And what do you feel in your heart?
I don't want to abandon you all either. So I said not right now.
It's always good to hedge your bets. I do genuinely want to know, if you were to find a solid trail to your family, a solid link that you could follow, would you go?
I think I'd have to. I left them once before. I don't think that I can leave them again. I don't think that even just to check on them and then to come back if I needed to, but
Ashara gently puts her hand on your shoulder and says, if that time comes, we will check on them. Because you're not going to go alone. You won't do any of this alone anymore.
thank you. She's feeling very guilty. There's a moment of hesitation, and then she kind of takes a deep breath and then goes, I went back to the clearing last night.
Did you find anything? There's like no judgment. Like, she, like, Ashara kind of, like, you can see her kind of nodding, like she kind of figures that you would have done so.
There was a wolf.
A real one, or?
Don't think so. That's why I was asking.
Well, if it appears again while we're traveling, let me know.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to try and hurt you. I think he wants the elves, as many elves on his side as he can get. So for now, I wouldn't worry much.
Okay. Thank you.
She'll give you a hug.
I love Shara. She will hug her back and then leave, I guess, and
Okay.
go back to her room because she did not spend a lot of time in there.
Alright, we want to do Nick and Clay? Does anyone else want to do something? Alright, so
Yeah.
Nick's looking for Clay. You walk out of the library. Smack into each other.
Ow. Hey, I need to ask you something. Can you come with me real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey. So, I follow him to my room, and as soon as I close the door, I grab him by his shirt and push him up against the door. And I say, "What did you steal from the crows?"
Oh shit. Okay.
Not where I thought that was going.
No. Nick's not. No.
Clay's like, what do you mean? I've never interacted with crows. Crows, like, what, your organization?
Yes. What did you steal from us? I was talking with the. What's his name? I know his name, but what is his name?
Clay Nublado.
Yeah, that. And, and he told me that you stole something from him when you were here, when you were younger.
Clay's face.
Why were you in Antiva?
Yeah, that's a great question. Clay's face weird because you mentioned that it's specifically Pais Nouveau, and he's like, well, for one, I stole his name.
Was that it?
Not all of it, no. It's difficult to explain. I stole. When I was young, I left home. I ran away. I was in a bad situation, and I needed to find a place that I could be safe, and so I went to Antiva. That was the closest area. It was somewhere I was familiar with. I figured I could try and start a new life, and I didn't have anything, and I didn't have anybody, and the only people that I knew, it was a compromised situation, and I couldn't trust it anymore. And so I went to Antiva, and I tried to find something that would work, and nothing was working. And the Pais had something that helped me. I didn't want to steal it, but I didn't have any money, and I didn't have a way to convince him to trade it with me, and I figured that at least his family could support him getting another.
Another what?
You don't remember
No.
what it was? Can you put me down?
Am I like holding you up off the wall? Like your feet are dangling?
Can you let me go? I should clarify. Can you let me go?
Yeah, I let him go and I turn and walk in the room. Like pacing.
It's hard to explain. It's something very important. I'm trying to think of like how he would be like telling you. Do you know what a binder is?
No. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, of course. Now, Um, I always forget if he's wearing a button-up shirt or not, but I don't think he is. So he is wearing like an over-the-shoulder shirt, so he takes off his shirt. And
Oh.
it's a binder. It covers my chest.
And that's what you stole. Well,
I
alright
didn't-
then.
Anything before it. I was using fabric and it wasn't working very well, and there were a couple of close calls where there were people after me and they were looking for a specific person, and it's not me, so I stole the binder. I know it wasn't the right thing to do, but you can't say that you've never stolen things before. It's not the first thing I stole. It's not going to be the last thing I steal. I think it's the most important thing I've ever found, and I'm not giving it back. I'll give him money if that's necessary. It's not. I'm balling up my fists.
You're good. I will handle this. And I'll make sure that you will not have any kind of bounty out on you, because they now know where you are, and you don't backstab a crow. But I will make sure that it's handled.
He's like, I didn't even think about the crows. I didn't know that they were crows when I found them first. I don't think that they were. Thank you. And he is going to like glomp.
Her arms just like pause a second, and then she'll wrap her arms around him.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even think about this. I completely forgot that they were like I know that Callie said they're crows, but I keep forgetting that they're crows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pulls away and he like wipes his face a little bit. Dust in my eye.
I'll put my hand on the side of his face. I'm like, I'll make sure that you're safe. Trust me. In my hands, I won't let anything happen to you. And then I walk away. I go to the crows. Bye.
Nick walks away and he puts his hand back where hers was on his face and just like turns and looks after her as she goes.
Just checking out my ass.
He is checking out your ass. Yeah, absolutely. And he just watches as you go, and then turns and finds his shirt and puts it back on. Well, that was a little.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything before we leave the city?
I'm going to, since I'm still in my room, I'm going to take the pouch of 200 gold that I had set aside for Neva, and I'm going to walk back to the dining area to see if Neve is still there.
Hunched over next to Delia, shoveling food in his mouth with a look of disdain on his face.
And I'm going to plop the bag in front of Neve's plate, and the sound of it, you can definitely tell there's a decent chunk of change in there.
It's one of his favourite sounds.
And she's going to give him that kind of stern look and be like, this is for Neva.
Okay.
And I know that you'll, do right by her and deliver it. I'm sure that you'll be going to see them before we leave.
Yes, I will. I'll take it to them. Thank you.
And I'll just walk away.
Oh shoot, I'll look at Delia. Delia and I have been sat here just like in mutual understanding quiet. I'll probably just say to Delia, suppose, in fact, yeah, he'll do that thing where like he finishes his food and he makes a ruckus as he gets up. He's like, right, well, I'm going to go and see Neva. If I'm not back by the time that you guys need the ship, I will see you on the ship. And he'll leave. He'll make his way down to Linnea.
Before he walks out the door, Delia is going to ask when he's planning on making it to the ship.
Oh, when do you think everybody will be ready? I could just go down, see Linnea, and then just head straight there. I suppose I can wait for you all on the ship. I don't really... Do we need anything? Is there anything that we need? Yes, that's what I thought as well. I'll make sure that everything is stocked. I will probably just see you there.
Alright. Bronwyn or Delia want to do anything?
Actually, I'll let you guys go. Okay, I'll go. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Delia is going to sort of bop through town and eavesdrop on people, try and figure out more, or just like listen to people talk about like what's going on with like the plague in Kirkwall, things that might be going on in Denerim. She'll also try and like, you know, catch whispers of any coterie business, specifically man-hunting business.
You don't hear anything about Kirkwall. There's nothing, like, there's a few, like, a merchant maybe mentioning, like, yeah, I tried getting into Kirkwall, they wouldn't let me in for some reason, but they don't know why. As far as Denerim goes, just typical politics. Coterie, you don't really hear anything interesting.
Refresh my memory, is it King Alistair only, or Alistair and Honora?
Good question. What do y'all want?
Or was it Honora? I thought you had.
Hold on, I think Hulk has it written down. Hold on.
I think it was just Alistair.
I think Alistair rules alone. Yeah, Alistair is king of Throne ruling.
As he should.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm an Honora stan.
That's my boy.
Alright, anything else you want to do?
See, whilst I am leaving the building after I've made a big hullabaloo song and dance about going to the ship, is it obvious where Nick and the crows went, perchance?
Like when she dragged them out?
Mm-hmm. Like, is it obvious where the crows went? Are they still in the building? Like, would I know?
No, they...
Well, Nick's leaving to go to the crows. To go handle something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would know that's where she's going.
No.
The other crow on.
But what I'm going to do is, because I know that Nick is affiliate, I'm going to try and stay out of sight and see if I can follow Nick and not be seen.
Roll stealth. What's your passive perception, Lee?
That's a good question. 1 second.
Oh, excellent. Good job, boy. Good job.
Passive perception is 15.
Rolled a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, you have no idea who's following.
Hood up like a shadow in the night. So I'm going to follow Nick to wherever she's going.
So you're going to the crow headquarters?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You and Neve get in easily. It looks pretty much exactly the same. The same woman is sitting at that front desk. Everyone's just kind of going about their business.
I go and find. Still can't remember his name.
Ice.
Yeah.
He is. Let's see, where is he? Trying to picture a layout for this building and like what would be in a crow hideout.
I wanted to know what the building looked like, just in general. I think it would be very difficult to hide if I followed her in, so I want to like scope.
It's like you can tell, like you grew up here, you know what it is. Like everyone knows where the crows are.
Cool. Then
and because trailing Nick, it was easy for you to get in because they assumed that you were with her.
that no, I'm not going to. No.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not coming out of stealth.
Yeah.
Like I don't want Nick to
Doesn't
know.
know you're there.
Oh, okay. I don't want anyone to know that I'm there.
Okay.
I don't want to reveal anything. I'm gonna I'm gonna heist this place if I can. So I want to try and scope. I want to try and like.
Speaking of ice. So the poll I sent out. Who's gonna leave? Neve. Who's gonna ruin the group heist? Also Neve.
I just want to make it very clear that I also chose Neve for the who will ruin the heist thing. Neve chose himself. So
perfect.
I need a window or a back door or a cellar or somewhere that I can like pop it open and try and like.
We'll go with window. That'll be the easiest thing just off the front of the building. Yeah, you pop into what's basically the kitchen through that window.
Cool.
And it leads out into like the main corridor, and you see Nick passing by as she makes her way to the. We'll say he's in the mail room. He's on.
Right.
You go in there, and he's standing there sorting through some mail. He doesn't get out much. This was a big.
I go up behind him and I lean over his shoulder. I'm like, so I have some information for you.
He jumps. He's like, he's what kind of information?
So I went and I interrogated the person I'm with, Clay, and after a bit of roughing up, turns out he sold it. He doesn't have it anymore.
And what do you expect me to do with this information?
Just know he doesn't have it. I think he told me the person that he sold it to that has it now, name is John, it starts with a G, John Gerald.
Oh. Roll deception.
I'm very good. I'm very deceptive. Let's see. Well, I rolled a natural 20 plus 7, and I also have advantage, but I have a natural 20.
So yeah, he's just like taking it. He's like, yes, give me all the information.
Oh my god.
Right, and I don't believe he said where he sold it to him. I think the man was a merchant, so last I think he said he was headed towards Orlais, I believe.
Orlais. Do you know which part of Orlais?
I mean, Clay kind of passed out from the beating I gave him before I got that information out of him, but that's as much as I got.
I like your style.
I do what I can.
He nods and says, I will speak to my contacts in Orlais. See what I can find out.
All right,
Thank
perfect. Absolutely. It was a pleasure. Give him a hard pat on the back, and
We're now seeing as your mission led me to fall into the ocean.
Oh, so that one was you.
Yes.
Hey, at least you could swim. At least you could swim.
Yes. Unfortunately for my sister, who also fell in, she did not know how to swim.
But did she drown?
But did she
Almost.
die
Did you die,
though?
though?
But she didn't. Well, it was a pleasure working with you and all of your siblings that look strangely similar to you.
Well, we are quadruplets. What do you expect?
That's just unnatural. And I leave.
Neve, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find anything of value, any coin, anything that they might have just like lying around, any safe boxes, anything with locks or anything on it. I'm just looking for goodies and shinies.
Speaking of that,
Well, let me pull up my spreadsheet.
speaking of goodies and shinies,
What?
do you have a list of artificial things yet, or should I just wait to?
I haven't looked at that document
I will
yet.
wait.
That is not the right app. Spreadsheet. Let's see what you find. You find tucked away in. Actually, it's just laying on the middle of the carpet. Someone dropped it.
Probably. Nice.
It's a silver coin, and when you pick it up and look at it, you realize that both sides are heads.
Fuck yeah. I want that. Double-sided coin.
Along with this, you find 180 gold in a pouch tucked away somewhere.
180, did you say?
Yep.
Cool. 108 and 5 is... 8 and 7 is 15. So 100. 200. 2, 5. 5. Quick math. 2, 5, 5. Right. I'm going to just scope a little bit more. Do I hear any like crows talking or
Cawing.
I was listening to Nick's conversation. I don't know what it was about, but I was listening and using it as a distraction for that crow in that room whilst I was scooting around.
Mm-hmm.
And
mhm.
yeah, no, I was just...
No, that's it. Okay.
That's it.
You do hear. Let's see. You hear something. There's two crows talking. They're kind of in a little secluded alcove in this corridor. Very hushed voices. Saying something about. You hear the word Denerim, and you hear missing children.
Okay. Does it...
Oh.
Can
Watching Winnie's face.
Can I double check? Can I do insight to see their like how they like? Does it sound like they're looking for the children, or does it sound like they are going to eat the children? Like, can I hear intent from? I'm looking for intent in their tone. You know, like it could be a possibility.
Don't eat my children.
Orphans do taste nice.
Neve doesn't know that.
No.
We'll say there's a hint of concern, but it's mostly they're just like gossiping with each other.
They're just like chatting with each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Did Nick hear this or no? Would I be walking by at that point?
No. Unless you want to, you can roll for it.
No. I probably was still talking.
Don't worry, I'll tell you about it in a hot second.
Oh my god, I'm going to watch Nick have an absolute meltdown.
Right. I'm going to on every wall that I come across between wherever the fuck I am and the window that I came in, bunnies, crude bunnies, fucking everywhere. Everywhere.
As I'm leaving, can I please see one on the wall and just be like, what the
No,
fuck me?
no, I'm gonna wait until Nick leaves. Because I don't want her to see me when I go outside. I'm gonna even take out a dagger. I'm gonna carve one into like the kitchen table or something, or onto like the door, and And I'm just going to type. I'm going to type. Fuck off. I'm going to carve. I'm just going to type. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to carve.
Keyboard.
I'm going to carve into the door under the big rabbit that I'm drawing. Beware the rabbit. Or beware the Antivan rabbit. And then I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave out the window that I came in. And I'm going to close it. And then I'm going to draw another rabbit on the window. I'm going to flip them off a little bit. And then I'm just going to hood up, walk away as if nothing happened. Down towards Linnea.
She's at home. Before we do that, Bronwyn, do you want to do anything?
No.
You good?
No.
Okay.
She's just kind of waiting and hoping someone will come talk to her, but I don't think they're going to.
Bless.
Oh god.
We'll do
I on that guilt.
and then we'll take a break. Okay, so Neve, you make your way back through the streets down to where Linnea's house is. Her mother is sitting next to the door where she usually does, just working away with her sewing. Neva is sitting on the floor playing with the doll that Ashara got for her. And Linnea is making bread.
Making Greg?
Yeah.
Bread.
We're making
Bread.
biscuit.
Someone's got to make that dough.
Someone's gotta make that dough.
And she's not great at it. Like, she learned a little bit from your mom, but she's not great at it. She's struggling a little bit. It's like sticking to her hands as she's trying to knead it.
I'll tussle Neva's hair as I walk in, and just kind of like a shadow looming in the doorway, just kind of see her with all of this dough on her hands, and I'll just look at her and be like, almost. And I'll dump the coin purse that Ashara gave me on the kitchen table. And I'll just lean against the kitchen table and kind of look at the dough again. It's too wet.
Eddie, you should come up behind her.
Like Ghost?
Do your arms over her arms.
No.
And do like.
That's so not Neva. He's wearing like fingerless gloves. He doesn't want dough up in there.
That's a Clay thing. That's a Clay thing.
He's got
okay,
filthy
fine,
hands,
okay.
motherfucker. You don't want that in your dough. No. This is an environmental thing. Like, I'm doing it for health and safety reasons. He's keeping his hands to himself.
She didn't hear you enter. Her mom doesn't say much. Neva is too busy playing. So when you like do reach over with the flour or whatever you do, and
The coin purse.
Oh yeah, the coin purse. And she like jumps a little bit, and she says, "I think you're right."
Just add more flour. It'll soak that moisture right up.
She nods and grabs a handful, probably more than she needs.
Neve isn't 100% sure if that is how you deal with moist dough, but he gives that advice nonetheless.
Alright. So are you prepared for your trip?
As prepared as one
Like,
can
kneading
be.
the dough and like struggling with it.
He's kind of like watching her work it, just kind of like, yes, I think we are prepared to go. This is from Ashara, and I push the coin purse over somewhere safe and say
Which one is that?
Oh, Ashara is the one with the
Beautiful.
yellow markings on her face with the bow and arrow.
Oh, I like her. She's nice.
She is nice.
Good.
She
With
gave
the
you
sunglasses.
She gave you this to go towards Neva.
She nods and goes over to this basket she has sitting on the table, grabs a very misshapen loaf of bread that she had made, wraps it up in a scrap of fabric, and gives it to you and says, "Please give this to her as thanks."
I will. Fucking love that. That's the cutest thing I've ever fucking seen. Just like it's hers because of how it's all like misshapen and stuff. Ah, he's gonna try and not show that though. Like that's his inner monologue, but on the outside he's trying to be like
Roll.
cool. I will give this to her. Thank you. So I'm going to go to the ship and just wait for everybody to come and meet me there. And then it's off to dinner room, I think. But I will write and send things. That's what people do, right? They write to each other. That's something that people do to keep in touch.
That's everything they do.
Right.
That's why we know you're not dead.
I
Like
will.
we did past,
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, I'm learning from my mistakes. I will do that. I will write. Writing means that I have to engage with birds, and I don't like birds. So I'll get someone to help with the birds, and then I will get a message.
Well, it seems like your friends are capable people. I'm sure they will be more than happy to help you.
Hey, I'm capable.
They never said you weren't, but you don't like birds, so.
Don't like birds at all. Okay. Well, stay safe. If anything comes up, if anything happens, you need me to come straight back home, send a bird my way. It physically hurts him.
I will, yes. Hopefully it will not go directly at you and towards one of your friends.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Okay, well, how do I say goodbye? Like, how do people say goodbye? How do I do it? Do I just...
She rolls her eyes and, not even caring about the mess on her hands, grabs your shirt and pulls you forward to you.
Aww.
No, he's torn with emotions. What did she do?
She grabbed his shirt with her messy hands and pulled him forward and kissed him.
Cool. Right, cool.
That's Neve's inner monologue.
Cool.
That could work.
Cool. He will kiss her back.
She pulls away and says, "Make sure you say goodbye to Neva too." And then pats your cheek with her messy hands.
Ah! Okay.
Flour all over.
Flour everywhere.
Okay. He'll do that awkward thing where he just like nods and says, "Thanks, you too." And then he'll go. He'll say goodbye to Neva. But not in like a goodbye Neva kind of way, just kind of like, hey, what are you doing? You having fun with the thing that you're playing with? That's really great. I'm going to go somewhere. I'll see you at some point. You be a good girl now. Hey.
Can we say that the thing that Neva's playing with is the toilet Clay gave her?
She's both of them.
She's both of them.
Yeah, they're Shara, doll, and
Clay mechanic.
Yeah. The doll is riding. Like it's a car.
Awesome. I love that.
I'll spend a little bit of time with her and say goodbye without actually saying goodbye. And then I'll stand up and I'll start walking towards my ship. Realize that I have bread dough on my shirt. And kind of try and work it into the fabric.
Knead it in.
And Abuela come and be like, no, stop. No.
Actually, what I'm going to do is right before I leave, like a fucking teenager, I'm going to run up to our kitchen window and jump up on like the windowsill and just be like bread, I need you! And then I'll leave.
Oh.
I'll walk towards my ship.
Oh. Alright. Anyone else want to do anything before we go on the ship?
Does Antiba City have anything akin to an alienage?
Yes.
Ashara would have worked her way towards it and just her usual ritual of looking around and asking if anyone has seen her friend.
You trying to remember what my notes were last time. You don't hear anything about any familiar boy.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So everyone is making their way towards the ship, and we will take a break then.
We will take a break now. You know what that means. It's giveaway time. All right, guys, sit tight in chat. I'm going to get the giveaway set up. We will be however long we are. We'll maybe about be 10 or 15 minutes whilst we go and take a break. You guys enjoy your break. Go and get yourself a beverage. Go stretch. Go do the things. My mods will fill you in on anything that you need to know if you have questions about the giveaway. Let me just get it started. We're giving away a full set of Kraken dice today. And if you want to be in with a chance of winning, type !dice in chat and enjoy the break. We have some new fan art for you all to see, so enjoy. We'll be RB. Hello. We are back. All right, this is your last chance to enter the giveaway. Jen, it was really, really funny because I was talking to the rest of the players and the DM during the break with all of our mics muted, and I mentioned Nicolas Cage, right? And then like a second later, you were like, quietly sets everything to Nicolas Cage whilst Ed's away, and I was like, is my mic on? Did I not turn my mic off? I got really nervous. But no, you just know how to troll me. Thanks. Enough of this Nick Cage and Ely bullshit. How dare you? Jen knows all. Twould seem so, sir. You win this round. You win this round. All right, I'm going to close the entries now. Okay. Good luck, everyone who entered our giveaway. We are giving away a full set of Kraken dice. If you do win the giveaway, Jen, my mod, will message you. So check your Twitch whispers. He will explain what you need to do in order to claim your dice. So check out that. Also remember that I do have a promo code. So if you don't win dice or if you want to buy more dice, please remember that whenever you buy anything from Kraken Dice, it doesn't have to be dice, it has to be absolutely anything. It can be absolutely anything. Just use my promo code FadeWalker, you'll get 10% off of your entire purchase. Purchase. Alright, here we go. Today's winner of our full set of Kraken Dice is... Age of Dragonfish. Age of Dragonfish. Congratulations. Patchy. It's a very good name. I'm just going to wait for them to... Hello, Spiral Phoenixes. How are you? Congrats. Just going to wait. Just going to wait for them to pop up. Yay! There you are. All right. Check your whispers and my mod Jen will be in touch with you momentarily, if not immediately. And don't worry, guys, we will be giving away another set of Kraken dice every Sunday, basically. So try again next week.
Abby, you're a little bright down there.
A little bit.
Abby is blind.
Andraste, is that you?
The sun has decided to join you.
Gorgeous.
All right. Beep.
All right. So y'all board the ship. And after getting everything ready, y'all are sailing out of the harbor. We're gonna do this kind of like we did last time you were on a ship. Just kind of take turns doing what you want to do.
My cabin is locked.
Cabin is locked.
My cabin is fucking locked.
So yeah, now that y'all are you're all together in one place. I'm just gonna do it alphabetical order because it works. So Ashara, what do you want to do on this voyage to dinner?
I was eating. Sorry.
Abby's gonna come back on. Her mic isn't working, so she's gonna log back on.
Coolio.
Oh, well, considering that we are back on a boat, Ashara is going to do what she does best on a boat, which is find a corner and just huddle down miserably. Because she gets awful seasickness. And since Neve has locked the cabin, and that was probably the most comfortable place to hide, she's just going to find the next most comfortable place to hide, whatever that might be on this boat.
You guys aren't allowed in his room. Not after all the shenanigans that's been going on. The captain's cabin is off limits.
That was really downstairs, kind of like where y'all found Greta. So on the second level of the ship, there's like a room that's open. You can hang out there.
Yeah, she'll just take that as her own and just hide there in misery because she's not having it with the boat.
You gonna be doing anything or just like...
No, pretty much just huddled down, trying not to barf all the time that they're on the boat.
Alright. Then it is Bronwyn's turn.
have much to do off the boat. She ain't got much to do on the boat.
But now you're with everyone.
Find your wife.
I'm not talking to my wife.
An actual domestic.
I'm
A
just
single
saying,
tier.
I'm giving her space until she's ready to talk. It's not like I'm not talking to her in a mad way. I'm allowing her to process something that she doesn't wish to share with me.
All right.
Um,
If Abby were here, I would be pushing you to look in the mirror. She's not here right now.
yeah, I know.
Abby's not here.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna like find a place to sit on the deck and chill out.
All right. Clay.
So the person that I wanted to talk to is not here right now.
Delia knows. Abby knows. Abby's like, right, okay, everyone's going to try and talk to
Literally
me,
is just
so I'm out.
I'm like very important in this moment, so I'm gonna peace out. I am going to go to where Ashara is miserably huddled below deck, and I'm going to pull that piece of wood out that I found, and then I'm going to talk to Abby once Abby's
Continue with your Ashara thing,
Okay.
and we'll come back to Delia.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull that piece of wood out, and I'm going to be like, "Hey, so that book," and I'm gonna pull the book out as well. So I'm like, "Hey, so you gave me this book, and I think I identified this correctly. Is this what you're talking about? This is that iron bark, or whatever it's called, ironwood."
No, Iron Bark, you were right.
Yeah, you
Ironbark?
were right, Ironbark. She will sit herself up and look at the wood and be like, yeah. And is out of character, isn't that supposed to be like rare stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only like a
Oh yeah,
branch
it's
like this
teensy.
big. It's little.
Yeah, but it's still rare. And she just be like, where did you find this?
Oh well, when we were in the woods,
I think it was in the clearing.
it was in the clearing. It was that clearing that we looked around that had all of those what are they called? The
The Aravels?
Aravels, with all the Aravels in it. I was just looking around for, clues, and I found this, and it looked right, but I just wanted to make sure before I moved on that I was identifying it correctly.
She'll hand it back to you. Yeah, that's what it is.
Can I borrow an arrow?
She'll kind of give you a look and be like, sure, and she'll pull an arrow out of her quiver and hand it over to you.
He takes it happily, and he's like, "Thank you. I will return this soon," and sticks everything back in his pack.
She lays back down.
Are you doing okay?
I don't like traveling by boat.
Is it the motion of the waves, or is it
The motion of the ocean?
is it the motion of the ocean?
I don't like open water. The motion doesn't help. I don't like open water. I don't like not being on land.
It's not like a sickness, though. I would say that maybe Delia or Diani could help you with that otherwise.
No, it's not an illness. It just, I just don't tolerate it well.
I hope that I feel bad for saying it this way, but I hope that you get used to it, because it seems like we're going to be on boats for a while.
She just lets out a heavy sigh.
I wasn't used to it at first either. If you ever want help, I don't know if I'd be able to help you with your fear of it, but there are fun things to do on a boat. So, if you ever wanted to hang out.
If I stop feeling queasy, perhaps I'll take you.
Wanna come hang out? Playdate. He nods and he looks like he would like try and like clap you on the shoulder or something like that, but you look very, very woozy, so he's just gonna, like, nod at you and leave. But yeah, no. The other person I wanted to talk to is Delia. So, the mirror. That whole thing that went down. I wasn't there for it, but from what Bronwyn said, it sounds like you're kind of the keeper of it now.
I don't really understand it myself, but that's what the elf said.
Dirt man. He's kind of peeved about it. He's like, it's fine, but like it's mine. I did buy it. You were there. He's like, I'm fine with it. And I'm glad that, at least somebody's taking care of it. And I'm trying to think of how he's going to word this. He just basically wants to say, like, peace. It's yours now. Kind of like I wash my hands of it. Rip Clay. Poor baby. He didn't get it. He's like, it was a cool toy. I think there was one other thing that I wanted to use it for, and I don't think it would have worked anyway, so.
How do you know?
Because I talked to you about it already, and you said it wouldn't work.
What was it? Yeah. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't work.
Yeah. So
Delia will tell you, if when this quest is over, if this mirror loses any kind of power or something like that, and just becomes a normal mirror, you can have it back.
Thanks.
It's useless, but you can have it.
Now it's just a piece of useless junk again. Here you go.
Hey, that's all it was when you bought it.
No, it wasn't. First thing I saw on it wasn't junk. It was. Do I have anything in the mirror?
Everyone has stuff in the mirror. I'm always prepared, man.
I don't really want to look at it, honestly.
I do.
It doesn't have anyone you know in it.
Yeah. What do you see when you look into it?
I know that
Clay does not know that you did the whole vision thing. I don't think anybody really knows. So Clay doesn't.
Bronwyn knows, but that's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the only other time she's looked in it was when I was gone and Callie did it for. What did Delia see the time that I had to sit out?
The time you sat out, she only saw her own reflection and then Dirthman's ravens in the window behind her.
Oh, right, okay. So I'm gonna say I see me mostly.
Interesting. You must have all you desire then. That is literally
laugh out loud.
Or not.
She'll put her hand on your shoulder and be like, I worked in the coterie. No one has what they desire.
I don't think. I'm not talking about like money or anything like that. What is it that you desire? Oh, this is like, Clay's just like so fucking innocently, but he's just like, hey, tell me your like, what's your greatest desire? What's the thing that you went into the coterie for?
She's going to basically like 1,000-yard stare and just be like, a lot of things.
Clay at this point is just like, sorry. That was a lot. Sorry. And he kind of like puts his hand over yours and pats it. He's like, I hope you. Oh God, I don't know what to say about the mirror because I'm just like, I hope you see nice things in the mirror. And he's gonna leave.
She will say before you mention the mirror and nice things in it. When you apologize, you say, "It's okay, kid. We can't always get what we want."
Can't always get what you want. Just sometimes.
You only find trauma in the mirror.
You get what you need.
Trauma.
Oh no.
Do I get what I need? I don't know about that. Callie.
When you could look and find out. Honestly, it might be this time.
Oh.
Audacity.
Thank you very much. I killed Nick's kids again.
Yeah, I see.
Wait! Whoa! Rewind!
I promise I didn't. Yet. Continue.
Y'all are killing me.
Like the kids?
Like the kids.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. Yikes. Oh my God. It's going to a fucking
It's fine.
Yeah, no. Clay just nods. He's like, fucking in that for sure. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything specific to Kirkwall. Is there anything specific to Kirkwall that would be like a fun little greeting or something like that?
Hey yo, I'm from Kirkwall.
Not really.
He doesn't have fucking
Someone with a crossbow out of nowhere twirl the bolt and say, "How do you do?"
Are you done?
Yeah.
Alright, it's Delia's turn. Yeah, Delia's turn.
Right, so we're just bopping on the ship?
Yep. Do whatever you want. Within reason.
I dive off the boat.
Nice allow.
I don't really have anything for her to do right now, so.
Okay. And then it is Diani's turn.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I think Tiani would just go find Bronwyn and sit down and start reading. I don't think she's gonna talk, but comfort in closeness. I don't really have anything for her to do.
Okay. Neve?
You know, like how, like, picture the scene. We've just had, like, a glimpse of Ashara down below deck, curled up in, like, a seasick bundle. And then the scene cuts to Neve, the complete opposite. One hand on the helm, his hair just blowing violently, and in the wind, like the sea spray hitting off his sun-kissed skin. He's in his fucking element. In his other hand, he's got his compass and he knows exactly where he's going, and he's kind of like almost caressing the helm wheel a little bit, like, I've missed you, baby. Like, really, really, really happy, really excited about where he is. He's got like a little table with all of his charts and all of these like heavy, like almost, I would imagine, like lead or stone paperweights so that they don't get blown away in the wind. And he's just charting ahead and keeping an eye on everybody on deck at the same time, calling out commands as needed for whatever is for like the rest of the crew to adjust course or to like bring in sails or open up sails or tie things off or whatever. He's having a fucking great time, but he's not going to obviously leave the helm. So he's nervous though because he's not familiar with this crew. He hasn't got a chance to get to know them. They're not his original crew. And he hasn't got a first mate at the moment, as it were. So he's just kind of wondering, like, what's going to happen when I need somebody else to take the helm? So he might ask around and just be like, y'all, Denny, you know how to drive this thing in case I need to go take a nap? But apart from that, he's just going to maintain course. He sailed from, fucking hell, driving, what is he, like a teenager in college? He's sailed from Antiva to Denerim before. This is no problem. So he almost knows the way, but he knows better than to trust that he knows the way. So he's going to keep his charts and stuff. It's easier for him to drive. Fucking hell, it's easier for him to sail at night because he has stars to keep himself where he's going. But until then, he's just going to use his wee compass that he's got. But I think that's pretty much it for now.
Okay, Nick.
Okay, so has Clay made it back up, or is he still on like below deck?
Clay is probably kind of like how Neva's got like a view of the whole ship. Clay is probably honestly, so you know how like Nick likes to hang out in the crow's nest? Clay is always like, if he can be on,
That's my thing.
No, Clay is probably like he likes hanging out on the ropes. Like, you know those rope ladders that they have?
Yeah.
He loves hanging out on those. So he's probably either like climbing them or just like has his like arms and legs looped through them so he can like look around and stuff like that. Or he's like looking out at the ocean. He's just hanging out.
All right. So Nick will just walk by, look up at him like, it's handled. And I walk away. And I go over to up where Neve is.
Hey-o.
And I lean up against the railing that's closest to like where the wheel is. I'm like, so you're handling this a lot better than I thought you would.
Handling what?
Leaving again.
What do you mean?
Neve.
Hmm?
We all know you are leaving behind a lot more than what you came with.
Conceal, don't feel.
No. It never went away. I just didn't realize it was there, or I was worried that it was gone. But it was always there.
Alright. And as he says that, I take out the flask and I toss it over at him. Like, well, in case you ever stop missing it, I got that for you. And then I get up and I will leave.
Wait, Nick.
Hmm?
I know something you don't know.
I also know that it's a twist cap, so that's something I know that you don't. There you go, darling.
He'll take a swig of it, recognizes it as Antivan wine, and kind of like, twist caps back on. He now has 3 wine flasks. He's never been happier. But he'll say, I saw you go and see the crows before you left.
You did?
Yes. He's being really fucking coy about it.
You're being really cheeky, aren't you?
Yes. Interesting
Well.
interior that they have, I must say. Never seen it
little bit
from... I've never
from the
seen it from the
inside.
inside before. So I wanted to see what it was like.
It's a little bit extravagant for me.
Do you think so? It looks like a bit of a shit fest from what I saw.
She kind of just laughs and nods like, so what is it that you know that I don't? I've seen the inside, so it's not much a surprise. And you sneaking in somewhere doesn't really surprise me either.
I heard a couple of crows talking about missing children in Denerim.
In Denerim.
Hmm?
Her face starts to go white. And she's like, what all did they say?
I didn't catch much. All I heard was it sounded like maybe they were looking for them, or that's kind of what I gauged from it. I heard the words Denerim and missing children, and it sounded kind of like they were trying to find them. I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
Nick turns on her heels and she books it to find Delia.
Cool. Well, let me know when it comes back to you. I'll be here. I can't leave, so I will just be here, I guess. You're welcome. Thank you for the wine. Nobody tells me anything around here. If Clay's nearby, like, did you say that Clay's up on the rigging?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll say it, he'll like kind of look up and be like, nobody tells me anything, Clay!
He calls back. It's fine. I'll tell you later if I hear anything about it. Love you.
Too much. Dial it back.
He's like, oh, okay,
Alright.
sorry.
Alright, so you go find Delia.
Yeah, I bust in wherever she is. I'm like, give me the mirror.
Not after you didn't knock.
I said, give me the mirror.
Why?
I need it.
Yeah, you all apparently needed it before you all went about crazy.
I slam her against the wall. I said, give me the mirror.
First off, I would like to make a check to see if you actually do.
Okay. Let me see. What's my...
Contested strength.
So, we both have a 9.
Isn't that with whoever has a higher strength?
Modifier.
Well, it could be Dex because of like getting out of the way.
If you want to
Could be
play it
that.
like that.
I think it would still be strength.
Yeah.
Only, like, so imagine it as like Nick's going to grab Delia to pin her up against the wall, and she's going to like dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
So if you play it as like Dex, that's what you're going to do. If you're going to catch her and try and restrain her back, that's a contested strength.
Yeah. I think that would be almost like up to initiative of kind of who gets the quicker foot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I've got +3 on that.
I have +4.
Okay.
Oof. Damn, both of you have high fucking initiative.
Rogues, man! The initiative is dexterity.
Yeah. I have +2.
I have +3.
All right. So I'm definitely pinned. Man, Nick just pinning everyone today. I'm going to take out the mirror. And I'm going to yeet it against the wall.
Smash it! Smash it! Smash it! Smash it!
You do that. As it hits the wall, what's your ACs?
Everybody? Mine and hers?
Yeah.
Mine's 15.
14.
Yeah, you both, there's this huge flash of light as it hits the wall, and you both go flying backwards. And you both
I don't really have anyone to fly backwards to.
Does my ship rock?
I guess you go sideways.
You go flying away in a different direction.
Does my ship rock? Do I feel
It
the
does a little
vibrations?
bit, yeah, there is a little slight rock.
Clay.
Yeah, I'm gonna as
Go.
soon as I feel that, as soon as I hear it and I see Neve, I'm falling down the rope practically. I'm running over.
Your ankle is like tripped.
No! Damn it!
Oh, it is actually.
Yeah.
I like stumble. I'm like, oh.
Damn it, Clay!
But yeah, the two of you get flung in different directions, and you see the mirror laying on the floor completely intact.
Scramble to it. Scramble to it.
Yeah, I'm scrambling to it too.
What are y'all's?
What?
Different speeds?
You could do
I
it.
think we should have the same speed.
You could do it as a dexterity
let's do that.
conflict because you're trying to reach for a thing at the same time. It's like
Yeah, do that.
handsy.
Cordelia's just trying
I
to
have
protect us
18.
all.
Dang it!
Are you guys watching each other roll? Are you rolling live?
I'm rolling it like physical. She did on
I'm
D&D
doing
Beyond.
Ah, okay, okay,
So I
okay.
saw it.
Yeah, I was wondering. Awesome.
So what was it?
22
I
for
had-
me.
Oh,
Yeah, so she beat me.
so yeah, Delia, you have the mirror.
I'm also so I have the mirror in one hand. I'm also gonna pull out one of my daggers and just be like, no.
It's gonna be at Nick's throat, cause that's always she. So it's gonna be very sexy. But and also at this point, I probably just see like her eyes are starting to well up, like it is like fearful worry. It's like, please, I just need to look in it once.
You know what?
I have to make sure that they're okay. Please.
You know this isn't always telling you the truth.
But it could. There's a chance.
And
And
if
it's
it
better than
does,
something. It's better than not knowing.
you still
Please.
won't know.
Delia. There's
With
the
that
last...
very front and center in my brain, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay.
This is devastating to watch, by the way.
I know.
Which one do I want to give you? You're the only person I have two for.
This is fucked up.
You look in the mirror, and you find your brother's face staring back at you.
Of course, I knew it would be.
He's a little paler than you remember, dark circles under his eyes. His skin has a bluish-green tint to it.
Uh-oh.
And his face reflects your own movements and expressions.
So, take it away. It's like, yeah, not fucking helpful.
Delia, it's the only thing I ask you. They're the only family I have left. Please. You can hold it, just turn it towards me.
Nick and DM, could I ask for a persuasion check on that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The DC
Let
is
the
dice
35.
So that would be a 30, because I rolled a natural
Yeah.
20 plus 10. I'm very persuasive.
Yeah, sure.
Expertise.
So as soon as you look in the mirror, you get this overwhelming sensation like you're falling. When you do look, you see Nathan, now that you all know what he looks like.
A babe.
He's wearing his crow's gear, and he is falling through the air with this look of terror on his face. As he continues to fall, you notice a little white snake wrapped around his bicep.
Thanks. And I turn and I leave.
Okay. Do y'all want to reconvene together before we get to Denerim, or just go
I'm still
straight-
shouting at Clay to go and check on people.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
I was saying, did this, like, when it hit the thing, did, like, it reverberate through the
Yeah,
ship?
yeah. The whole ship vibrated.
Mhm.
Because, yeah, I would have got up to inspect.
So
For
Clay
fear of sinking.
yeah. Clay probably runs into Nick as she's leaving.
Yeah, you open up the door and like Nick's there or Clay's there, Ashara's like coming around the corner.
Clay's like limping, like.
It's fine. And I just shove past him and go.
Ashara will kind of look up and then look at Clay, like,
I'll go after her.
You choose that. Yeah.
If you can see Neve, he's encouraging you to go after her.
Yeah. I'm going after Nick.
I'm gonna go check on Delia, and
Let's do that first.
Which one?
You.
Did Nick leave the door open? Did Delia shut the door at all?
I don't think I closed the door. I think I just
Delia did
tried to get out
also.
as quick.
Well, I will knock on the door frame before peeking my head around. And
at least somebody knocks.
Did you feel that rocking? Are we sinking? Like, is everything okay?
I don't know.
Are you out of character? Are you on the floor?
No, I'm on a couch.
Oh, okay. Did something happen?
Well, Nick just barged in here and demanded to see the mirror.
She did look upset. I don't know what's going on either. I felt the whole ship rock, and I wanted to make sure everyone was okay. Make sure that we weren't sinking.
I believe the ship rocking could have been my fault. Well, I guess technically it could be his, but
Please don't do it again. Like, you just hear her in that real small, timid voice.
Oh, she's so cute.
I was like, given the outcome, I don't think even if I tried it again, it would have the effect I wanted. She's looking at the intact mirror, it's just like,
I want to roll and see if Ashara puts two and two together. She does not.
Distracted.
She's just like, okay.
A little too stressed.
I'll take your word for it.
And Delia will say, it's like, I knew no good could come of this.
Gifts from the gods are rarely gifts.
Delia's gonna snap a little bit and just be like, okay, well, I didn't ask for this.
I know you didn't.
Like, do all your gods do this? If so, like, why? Why do you follow them if they all do this stuff?
I mean, to be fair, our gods are not normally this involved. Is Andraste is so involved? I mean, the humans do horrible things in the name of their god and say that their god told them to do things. I mean,
yes, no, I prefer them to be uninvolved.
All I know is that I know you didn't ask for this, and I know that it's strange, and that there's a lot going on, and I don't understand it either. This is beyond me. I'm used to just hunting for my clan and protecting them. This is a lot.
Delia is going to sort of like, she's going to stand up. She's going to start kind of walking out of this space and head towards the opposite end of the ship as Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And as she sort of walks past Ashara, she says, "Yeah, well, it's more than I bargained for." And she's just going to walk.
Ashara's not gonna follow.
Alright.
Cool. I am running after Nick.
Mm-hmm. And?
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be in the crow's nest.
Okay.
You already know where I'm gonna be.
So Clay climbs up to, Clay climbs up, like to where the crow's nest is, and he's going to like wave his hand up above it. He doesn't want her to like attack him or anything. If she's going to, not that she just like shoved him out of the way when she moved. So he's like, I don't know if you want to like see people, but like, hey, is everything all right?
I don't know.
And he's gonna peek up over the edge. It's like, so came tearing out of there pretty fast.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You okay? Did you? You're not like fighting with Delia, are you? The whole boat just rocked from whatever happened.
If you're gonna talk this much, you might as well get up here.
He climbs up and he goes to sit next to her.
I take out the letter that Nathan wrote me, and I hand it over to Clay. I think
It literally
it
has
was
one line.
yeah. It basically said like, I need like come to Dinnerum. I need you or something. Signed Nathan or something like that.
Yeah, it was just come to Dinnerum.
Yeah, come to Dinnerum, Nathan. Nathan is and like she pauses and tries to think of what to label Nathan as. She's like, he's
What?
Someone close to me. And at first I thought he just wanted to see me. But when I was talking with Neve, he said that kids are starting to disappear in Dinnerum. And I just wanted to make sure that my kids were okay. I knew the mirror has shown us things before, and so I just wanted to look in the...
He puts an arm around her shoulders.
She, like, her breathing steadies a bit, and she's like, me and Delia had a bit of a disagreement, and she tried to break the mirror.
He's just like,
It exploded, but remained unharmed. Then she showed me the mirror after I begged. And it wasn't my kids. It was Nathan.
hey, we're going there right now. We're whatever's happening, whatever's happened, you may not be in a position to take care of it right now, but we'll be there soon. And you have all of us, even Delia. Delia's, we're not against each other. We're going to help. You're not alone in this, and soon you'll be there to deal with whatever the situation is. Whatever's going on with your kids, whatever's going on with Nathan. We'll see what has happened soon, and we are going to help you deal with it, no matter what it is.
She smiles and just gives you a little kiss on the cheek and rests her head on your shoulder.
Yeah. You're gonna have to lean pretty far down for that, but okay.
Yeah, you know. He's not that much shorter.
He's not that much shorter, but he kind of leans his head on yours, and he's like, "We know that the mirror doesn't always tell the exact truth. Maybe it's metaphorical, whatever it showed you. Maybe it's just describing something about the situation, and until we're there, you won't know what it meant. And until we're there, you won't know what it means that the children are going missing either. And when we get there, we'll deal with it, okay? But you can't kill yourself stressing over it right now. You're just going to be in pain, and it's not going to be helpful."
She kind of laughs like, thing is, sometimes it feels like I've never not known pain, Clay.
He's gonna wrap his arm around her. It's like, I can't say that it means something, but sometimes the things that we go through are it's making us stronger for the next hurdle that we have to face. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I don't like to say it that way. I don't mean it that way, I just don't know how to word it.
She just probably quietly just sits there and just listens to you talk for a bit.
It won't be forever. You know, the pain. It can't last forever.
Just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
There's like a little guy that climbs up the riggings and pokes his head over the crow's nest, and he just goes, "Excuse me, would you both mind looking down at the captain, please? Thank you." And he'll just like climb back down. He'll start thieves' canting to you like, "Is she okay?"
Yeah!
No!
Which is it?
Marshmallows!
Eddie doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh, yeah, sort of.
Go.
Oh no.
No. I was gonna say, he's gonna thieves cam back like, "I feel terrible, but if she's okay, then cool, carry on," and then he'll just leave it.
I guess she's not here right now. Clay turns to Nick and is like, Neve says that he hopes you feel better soon.
Oh. Does that say? Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought that said cage. I almost had a heart attack. Hello, sweetheart.
Hi.
What happened?
What? I don't know. It dropped me.
No.
So upset. I just had to. The internet just kicked me out.
Neve was asking if you were okay.
Yeah. Clay at that point turns to him. He's like, Neve asked if you were okay and says that he hopes you feel better.
Okay.
He leans back over and he's like, "She says okay." Clay turns back to the guy who was like on the rigging. He's like, "Thanks."
Yeah, no.
Ruined the moment.
That's no problem. You guys have a nice day now. And you'll just like climb back in.
All right. Do y'all wanna? Anyone else wanna do anything before we get there? Do y'all wanna reconvene?
Not. It doesn't have to be necessarily like on this day, but at some point, Ashara would want to approach Delia again. After letting her cool off.
Delia's gonna sulk almost the entire rest of the way.
Oh, well, in that case, she'll just, she will knock again. And...
She'll answer.
Can I come in?
Yeah, she opens the door and lets you in. She does close it behind you, though.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't in the temple when Dirthaman spoke to you, so I don't know what happened. I just want to ask you a question. You think, or you said that you don't think the mirror shows us the truth. Have you looked in it?
A couple times.
Do you think it shows you the truth?
Want to look again?
No.
Awful.
She's not going to ask you what you saw in it.
Yeah. She says no. The things that I've seen have been way too simplistic to tell me anything.
So, I think how I want to word this. He's bad at talking anyway, so,
Big news.
So, it doesn't show you events. Just, I'm not asking for specifics. If he wanted us to know, he would tell us.
It's mostly shown me faces.
Well, he must have a reason for wanting you to have it. But if I just find it odd that of all the people that it wouldn't show things to, specifics, that it wouldn't show specifics to you. Do you think it lies all the time?
I think when it does tell something that is true, it tells only a snippet. So if we say that it lies by omission, yes.
Do you regret?
Go ahead.
Do you regret coming? Do you regret following?
I can't say that I regret it because I didn't have anything keeping me where I was. What else am I going to do right now?
Are you going to be okay with Nick? I can surmise that you had a fight.
She's gonna have a little bit like almost like a dark-ish chuckle and just say, "We'll see." It's like you don't know. This is like it's like, LOL. I've already had a couple like ideas about maybe killing her in her sleep, or no, we're actually gonna be fine. Who knows? We'll find out.
She hesitates a little bit, and then she says, "I know that you don't want us to look into it because you're trying to protect us. And I respect that. If we cool off with it, if we don't... If we ask to look into it, maybe not often, but occasionally, would you consider letting us
would depend on your reasons. Because
the last time I looked into it, it showed me my clan. And if it shows snippets, it's just sometimes we're not where it's easy to get messages to, and I worry for them. And the mirror, it, even if it's not true, sometimes the reassurance with the vision is almost like when you pray, I guess, is a way to say it. Am I making sense?
Yeah, I
sometimes
understand that reasoning. What I worry about is, and Delia leans forwards and puts her elbows like kind of on her knees and crosses her fingers this way. And it's like, Dirthaman, that's his name, right?
Shara nods.
Dirthaman told me that the mirror shows possibilities. And what I know about things that are possible is that some of them are things you don't want. And so what I worry about is that it will show a possibility that you don't want to happen. Or that someone else will see a possibility that they don't want to happen. And they'll think it's happening now and go mad with worry or freak out or derail any other goals that we have.
Shara thinks about that for a second, and then she says, well, but if it shows a possibility, wouldn't it be better to know that possibility? And if it's possible, it's not always possible, but if it's possible, send warning so that whatever thing could be watched out for. Even if it's not true, and if nothing comes of it, at least there was a warning sent. Sometimes inaction, even if nothing comes of it, is worse than worrying people.
Inaction is worse than worrying people?
Well, like if you send a message out and say, hey, be on the lookout, this might be a problem, it's better for them to maybe spend a few days on alert than to have done nothing at all. And that's what I mean.
I see your point. But just because it's possible doesn't mean it's inevitable. And it doesn't mean it's even a potentiality.
No, and I understand that, but that's what I mean. Like, I take everything with a grain of salt, but I worry that the more she stumbles over her words, it becomes a point of contention, and it becomes a pebble in the shoe of the group, as it were. Like I said, I know that you're trying to protect us and that it was bequeathed to you. So, I mean, like you said, at your discretion.
DM, quick question about the last time I looked in it. Did my brother look older?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Ashara, it seems like we've been fighting over this since it entered the party.
Well, yeah, I suppose in a way. I mean, it showed Neve things, and I want to say maybe half of what we saw ended up being true. And it showed Diani things, and what Diani saw was true. So I can see why everyone wants to look into it and maybe see if there are more seeds. I mean, even I looked into it and saw something that I found out was true to an extent, in that somebody I thought was gone isn't gone. And that was confirmed. Like, I found traces of my friend. So I know that when the mirror showed him to me alive, that it was in fact true. So I can see why everyone's been clamoring to look into it, as it were, hoping for maybe one more seed to follow at some point. Maybe we all just need to have a talk and set out ground rules that it is at your discretion.
So, hilariously, I think the only visions that people have had in the mirror that Delia knows about are like the bad ones.
Probably.
I don't think Ashara's ever said to Delia anything about what was in her visions, because she was never around when Ashara looked into it, so she has no idea.
Neve never shared his visions, but he's had a fairly tame time with the mirror compared to everybody else. He doesn't see what the big deal is.
I don't remember who saw Neva and the ship.
That was me.
That was Neve.
Okay.
Yeah, but I told no one, so
okay,
nobody knows about it.
As far as that one's concerned, like Delia knows that Neve looked into it, and then like everything was going bananas, and oh my god, what are we doing? So I didn't realize it had shown you things that were positive.
I didn't really tell anyone what I had seen because it was sort of a personal thing. I lost somebody when I was younger, and I never believed that he was dead, but we had never been able to find traces of him. I've been looking for him for a long time, and the mirror showed him alive. And while I was, God, I can't remember what, Jader. When we were at Jader, in the alienage, I met someone who had seen him passing through some time ago, but not so long ago that I would find the information to be negligible. And I know that Diani told me that she had seen one of her family members in the mirror who had carved a symbol into a tree, and we found that tree in the clearing back in Antiva. So I don't think it always shows awfuls. And again, sometimes maybe it's lying, but there's enough truth to it.
I think you're right that we should have a conversation about it. But maybe when we get to Denerim. That way, if it goes poorly, we can all find a tavern to sink ourselves into.
That is, Ashara does, she chuckles and she says that's more than fair. Thank you for talking.
She, as you're leaving, she's gonna say, "It's like I'm glad you found something on your friend.
Thank you.
I lost someone a long time ago too. I know they're dead, but I'm glad you were able to find your friend."
She'll hesitate for a second. She'll just be like, very quietly, "I'm very sorry." And then she'll walk away.
Delia will get like, that misty-eyed, like she's holding it together.
Mm-hmm. Ashara will just kind of nod slightly, and then she'll leave Delia alone. Go back to her room.
It's a 10 session, guys.
I know.
Oh my gosh! Alright. So, do y'all want to reconvene or should we just go straight to dinner?
Can I just make sure that... What does that room look like where the mirror... not exploded, but like energy zapped?
Is it like charred?
Yeah, is it like fucking charred? Have you fucking charred my ship?
There is like a black mark on it. It's like blank where it hit, but then all around it, it's like black streaks across the wall.
Darby and Delia, do we have any of these black marks on us?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
No.
We're suddenly zebras.
It's like, I want some cool stars.
I'm gonna send that sailor that I sent up to talk to Clay and Nick into that room with a mop and bucket and just fucking clean the place.
So yeah, 2 weeks have passed as you've sailed from Antiva City. You can see Generum off in the distance. The ship comes into the harbor and you are all able to disembark. The harbor is very busy, not a lot of merchants, mostly fishermen. And yeah, there's just a lot of people around. Okay. What you want to do?
We're in Denerim, right?
You're in Denerim.
Right.
Where do you want to go?
I feel like there was
Ashara's
something...
gonna hug the land the minute they get on the ground.
I feel like there was someone I was...
Army crawling, like kissing the ground, like.
Was there someone I was supposed to look out for? I feel like there was someone we was. Am I just making that up? It's highly likely.
There was the guy who Nick assassinated. His daughter was missing, but she dropped that information off to the Crows in Antiva to try and find her. And you said that you were going to try to find her for the bounty on her head.
I have no memory of that. Cool. Good to know
that was
my...
like session 3 or 4.
Yeah. She's in Orlais.
Oh yeah, no, I did make notes on her. I've got her physical appearance.
Her poster.
Yeah, you have her poster.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna study her poster, and I'm just gonna be like, here we go. and then I'm going to gather up my crew and just remind them that should anything happen to my ship whilst I'm away, they are all going to certainly die. And then I'll pat them all on the shoulders. And we'll head into Denerim.
Oh, you don't.
I'm just gonna look at Nick and say, where to?
Just follow me. She starts heading towards the orphanage, but keeps an eye out to see if she sees Nathan or somebody else.
You don't. As you make your way to the orphanage, the streets are a little emptier than normal. There's more garbage littering the road. When you get there, you see that all the lights in the building are off. It's like evening, not quite dark yet. Lee, roll perception.
Puppy?
17.
Okay. You get this feeling that you're being watched, but you can't really tell where from. The building itself, the orphanage itself, looks a little more, not quite run down, but just, because it's been like 4 or 5 months since you were there last, and it looks like there's a broken window. You can hear people inside, like kids inside.
Okay.
You can hear her yelling at them.
Of course.
There's someone who is walking past the group of you, and his shoulder brushes against yours. He just kind of mumbles an apology and keeps walking.
Hold on, wait. We're all in a group and we're kind of behind?
I fill my pockets.
Yeah, I am also stopping that guy.
Your pockets are fine. You do find a new note in your pocket, though.
Okay, take it out. Open it. Who can I read? Who knows?
It just says, "Who are these people?"
Oh.
You didn't read. I pulled up. I'm like, wait here. I mean it. I look at the rogues. And I go and follow after the person who just brushed up against me.
He turns into an alleyway not too far away, and he stays there and waits for you, keeping his hood up.
Can you not put your ass
I slow.
Sorry, it was the cat.
Alright. I walk around the corner.
You see Nathan standing there as he turns to face you. He still has his hood up. And he's
Blushy.
like, "What the hell, Nick? Who are these people?" I'm gonna look at his voice. Good
My
Lord.
wife and my wife and my wife and my husband and my
You see, it's a long story. Has to do with Elven gods, but more importantly, what do you need? Why did you ask me to come here?
You haven't heard? Everyone's been talking about it.
About the only thing I've heard is from one of my members about kids are going missing. Are they okay?
Your kids are fine. But kids are going missing. I've been trying to keep an eye on the place, but I don't know if she's selling them or what.
She?
Miss Helga.
Of course. Wouldn't surprise me if she was. Is there anything else I need to know?
I don't have many leads. I have a contact who may have some information for me. I didn't get to meet with him, though.
Alright. Well, you said it's getting late, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, for now, do you think me and my group have time to rest? We just journeyed pretty far.
I think so. I can see if I can find my contact tonight.
Alright.
Get back to you in the morning.
Alright. Is he like trying to walk away, or is he still standing with me?
He's still standing with you.
Alright. I reach up and I pull his hood down, and I put my hands over his face. I'm like, even with what's going on, it's great to see you, Nathan. And I give him a little kiss on the cheek.
He blushes and kind of like rubs the back of his neck. It's good to see you too.
Can I roll perception to see if I see what I told you, what we've already talked about?
Sure.
Please let me see this. 17 plus perception. I see it. It's over a 20. 21. As I have... So as I have his hands, I look down, and then my hand just comes down to his chin and lifts it up like, you have a new tattoo.
He blushes bright red. He's like, yeah. Do you like it?
And she starts to trace it. She's like, it's very nice.
Thanks.
Right. And she kind of backs up and goes back to the group.
All right.
So, we can go to an inn and rest up for a little bit because it's getting dark, and I'll tell you guys what I know.
As we're going back, or as we're going to where we're going, Clay comes up alongside Nick and is like, "Is that him? Is that him? The guy that sent the letter?"
Clay, be cool. Clay, be cool.
Does Nick have a man? Does Nick
I'm
have
like
a
whispering.
man?
Wait, are you asking Nick this, or are you just saying this to me?
No, I'm asking Lay. I'm asking because Lay. Both of you.
What was it? Wait, sorry, I didn't hear what you asked.
Is it him?
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's him.
Is everything okay? Did you figure out anything? I mean,
my kids are safe.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it more when we get to the end.
We'll get there when we get there. Yeah. Okay. Good. And he does this. He's like, I'm glad. He like rubs your shoulder. He moves off.
Did Nathan see that?
Oh, he definitely saw that.
Oh, good. Great. Cool.
He's keeping a
Awesome.
very close eye on you.
Cool.
And Clay moves back into the rest of the group.
Okay.
All right, then y'all are making your way to the only inn that I put on the Dunham map, which is the one that's in the game. And that's where we'll end for this week.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Neve
That was a
grudges
great
sleeping in a
fucking
tavern.
session. Holy shit. Y'all. Wow.
Intenseness.
Ah. So very good.
Flavorful.
Hey, as a birthday present to me, guys, thanks.
No, you're welcome.
VRP this session? Mwah. Delicious. I loved it.
We're here for it. We're here for it. For sure.
Here for it.
That's why we play the game. This is how D&D is supposed to be played.
Well, we try to kiss all of our friends.
Glorified RP.
If all of your characters aren't dating each other by the end, and I mean all of them dating each other.
Yeah,
Are
have
you
you
really
done
playing D&D?
have you done it right? The answer is clearly no.
I can't wait for my enemies to lovers with Julia. It's gonna be great.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for being with us. Thanks very much, everyone who sat through the session, and congratulations again to Age of Dragonfish for winning our dice this during this session. We will be. What are we doing next week, guys? Do we know yet?
Is everyone available?
Is everyone available?
I am.
I'll have to message Abby, and then we'll know for sure.
All right.
We could possibly
Maybe
do
a
a certain
one-shot.
one shot next weekend.
Yep.
Might be a one shot.
If everybody is
Lord.
available, I'll
And the
prep this
camp
week
show.
for a one shot.
Oh, God.
If you
Just
guys
finished writing my character.
Yeah, if you guys get your character sheets to me, then there's a chance that next Sunday, instead of doing a talks show kind of thing, I'll be hosting and DMing a one shot for all of these lovely people. So if you want to see that, but we will double check with everyone, see what everyone's schedule is like, and I will announce it officially in the Discord and on Twitter, and I'm quite sure Callie will as well on all of our social medias. So we'll let you know. But we might be doing a one shot next week with the IDM. If you're interested in that, mark it in your calendar. Again, we'll be doing another D&D dice giveaway next week as always, and I'll see you guys for regular streaming throughout the week. So, have a good one. And stuff. Have a good one, guys.
Freaking great.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.